Are you like this guy and have Mars questions? Well, we've got answers. Next week on The Debrief, our team will take you down the rocky Martian road of everything to do with the red
I
planet.
agree. And having a positive outlook on the change where cannabis is going from this, counterculture to mainstream. So what was that catalyst moment for you when you knew that, like, obviously legalization would be one of them, but what was that moment in history and culture that you went, oh, like people are really catching on to this, and this might be something that will go into the embedded into the mainstream identity from years to come? Like, do you have a moment where you felt that?
They're more of a series of moments.
Yeah, even a few. You can tell me a few of those series of moments.
Yeah, well, the first is when I was born. I was born in a manger, by the way.
Oh, were you?
Not born.
I
in a
am not
manger.
surprised, Tommy. I am
But
not surprised.
Not born in a manger, but I lived in a manger. My mother had me in the hospital, and then they moved out to north of Edmonton to a turkey farm that my dad
the science community is ever learning and ever evolving. But again, it's always going to stay separated to an extent. And now UFOs are moving into politics.
Yeah.
The news media is influencing that. Do you think that the UFO topic then, because of news media, I'm going to say, is going to polarize the subject as well in the future? Because if the science community is on either sides, then why isn't the political system going to be on either sides to it?
Well, I don't know. Well, the odd thing is that so far that doesn't seem to be happening.
Not yet. No, I agree. Not yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, not yet. They're actually working together, and that's surprising.
Yeah. It's the one thing. Yeah, it's the one thing where you do have Republicans and Democrats working together.
But it just started becoming political, though. It just started becoming political.
Yeah. But again, that amendment passed and got signed.
Yep, I agree. And that is and do you think news media? Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say Republicans don't let any amendments from the get signed, get to the president. Anything.
Yeah.
They don't like any legislation.
Yeah.
Something, just the very nature of their nature is that if something gets done, they failed. And but on this issue, I think it's because they've seen something. It's not because they're, they've decided it's, important to make friends with each other. They've all seen something that none of us have seen. And they've all been given information that we don't have. And they're taking that information seriously on both sides. And they so far aren't no one's playing politics with it so far.
Not yet.
No. But I don't know if there's a way to. Because
I feel that they will find a way.
Yeah.
And I hope you're right. I hope it stays, it doesn't stay polarized, or it doesn't become polarized, and that we're able to meet in the middle and agree and be able to move forward with research and if anything, a politics, but we're moving into
done, right? Exactly. And one of my questions too, and now I'm going to ask you, Zach.
Oh,
Pointing at you now.
Little Zachy.
You have this progression with your producer, with Ryan. So how does he capture the sound? Like, how does he capture your sound and your image together?
That's
Does
a
he?
deep question.
Is it a deep? Did we go deep?
It's a very cool podcast, just launched in January, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, and you cover, just in the green room, just chatting for 2 minutes. I feel so caught up and hip.
You are. You're with it now.
No, not at all. But we'll get into some of the myriad topics you guys are talking about. But we brought you in today because this came up because of one of your producers, UFOlogy.
Yes, ufology.
Yeah.
It's a great topic.
Yeah,
and it's
ufology
finally
is
trending
huge.
now.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, last year was the year of the UFO.
Yeah. So
Going back to this artisanal concept, consumer brands have taken it and ran with it immensely, because now they'll just put artisanal on anything. And I don't like that. And people are like, oh, I'm going to buy it. And then they increase it by like $10. I just think I don't like that part about food culture with consumerism, because I think that you don't have to spend a lot of money to have really good food.
Gotta go in the bathroom really
And because if this was radio, I would just go without you guys knowing it.
Yeah, it's a little, I mean, you could go mute and turn off your camera, but then we'd be like, what happened to Tommy? Where'd he go? Right. So we'll let
you can't see what I'm doing now, so I'm going to the bathroom.
This is amazing, Tommy.